Apple is advancing its artificial intelligence capabilities with a redesigned Siri that can understand personal context and manage tasks seamlessly across devices, enhancing user experience and safety features. For more, let's head to the Sunshine Coast in beautiful Queensland. We're joined by Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of the Sunshine Coast. Obviously, another big announcement from Apple. Watching closely, this feels like 2024 when they announced but didn't deliver, but they say they will this time.
Let's hope so, because what they're saying, it sounds pretty exciting. And what I like about it, which some people might be fearful of, is that Siri is going to be able to use your photos and your emails and things like that as contextual data to then be able to make your experience so much more seamless and integrated and relevant, may I say that, above all else. So it sounds pretty exciting. And I think at the moment Siri is very clunky, so any improvement could be good.
Yeah, very much so. And you are right, because I think most people have given up on Siri. And I've been watching a lot of videos from famous YouTubers, Marcus Brownlee, etc., and Mr. Who's the Boss, who are going through all the benefits of this. And as you say, it does look tremendous. It's interesting they're using Google instead of their own AI as the backing to this. And the difference between using Google on its own and using Google through Apple will be that it's on your device. And that is why they're able to go through your photos, go through your messages, and the idea is that doesn't get sent anywhere else, but it is helpful for you. Do you think Apple has built up enough trust with us for us to be able to trust it with our private details?
I think we already do. But we already do. It's already there. We already put all our lives and live our lives through this device. So I don't think this is much of a stretch. Some people may worry though, because they will feel like it's something new, and then maybe Siri's accessing things that it hasn't accessed before. But I often ask Siri to do certain things for me and it can't do it. So just being able to actually do that, be able to go into the calendar and to be able to answer questions based on my life as well would be great. I just wish she would answer questions while I'm driving. That's all.
It's unbelievably bad. And my biggest question is that will people give it another chance? Siri's been around for what, 15 years now, and as you say, you can't really ask it to do much. Even when an alarm is going off and you tell it to stop the alarm and it just ignores you. And you think, what else? You don't have any other job. What are you doing? It's really basic, simple stuff. And the thing that I think that they're doing differently here, and I've seen a video where someone holds up the current iOS compared to the new iOS 27 and asks it questions like, I was having a conversation with my mum the other day and she said that she wanted this type of flowers. Can you tell me what the type of flowers were? And the old Siri says, I have no clue what you're talking about. And the new Siri will go through the messages and literally find it. So talk to us about some of the user cases and who will find this most helpful, this smarter AI.
I think everyone will find it more helpful, because I think our memories are shot. That's a great example of it. I guess you have to look at what you're doing now. Are you wading through emails and things like that, trying to search for things to perform particular tasks? It will be able to help you to be more on point with your decisions. It'll be like a way to save time, because you'll be able to just band it through voice to do something or to find a piece of information, and it will just go through everything and find it for you. Because how long do you spend sometimes searching through your messages looking for something that you know?
There's nothing worse than if you have sent someone a message 5 days ago and you're trying to find it. It could be even a link to an article that they sent you that you didn't have time to read at the time. You want to go back and read, and trying to find things that you've read in the past. I've spent so many hours trying to search. So the search side is interesting. The photo side is interesting. The fact that it will know if you have a pet, it will be able to tell you and recognize that. I love also some of the other things as well, not just on the iPhone, but also in the new Mac OS called Golden Gate. One of the fascinating features is that you can ask Safari to make an extension for you, and Siri AI will make an extension for you. And if you are on your way home from work and you leave work at the same time or whenever, it can send your loved ones a message to say, I'm on the way home. It recognizes that you're leaving work and on the way home, and give a timeline to your destination. So these are really handy. Whether or not people give it another go, how soon do you think, you know what human behavior is like when it comes to social media and technology, do you think people will jump on this straight away, or do you think it will take some time for people to get used to trusting Siri? Because I feel like for most of us, trust has been lost.
there'll be power users, right? There'll be champions who love Siri, who'll show what can be done, and then I think other people will follow. It's like with AI. Some people tried ChatGPT, said this is rubbish, and never looked at it again, and it's changed since then. So I think it's going to be a case of that. So once people can realize how it can help them, I think they'll jump back on board for sure. Apple's promised that Siri was going to be amazing a while ago, and it never really, but it's going to be like connect to ChatGPT, and have you done that? Like, it's so clunky. So I think,
so slow.
yeah, I think it'll just take people to see how others are using it, and they'll jump back on board.
Final question on this. I know we need to move on, but what will this do to competitors? Now OpenAI, ChatGPT, does become a competitor to Apple. And maybe it already was. Maybe Apple is getting angry that Johnny Ive has gone across with Sam Altman and is going to create this new device and things. Because what I found interesting is that Apple is now in building Siri AI essentially the same way that you might use ChatGPT as an app on your phone or as an app on your desktop computer, where it will remember chats, it will remember conversations, and you may find yourself now, and I think that there will be a subscription, by the way, for Apple AI, just as there is for the plans for Claude and for ChatGPT. I wonder whether people will now get used to using Siri AI on their Apple devices and give up on things like OpenAI. What do you think this does to OpenAI?
Look, I honestly don't think so. I think people they've got relationships now with their AI tools, and they use multiple tools, not even just one. So I don't know about you, but I use a range. But I mainly use Siri when I'm in the car or when I'm traveling. It's really great. And so I think it'll depend on the situation and the task that you're using it for. And I think that Apple AI and Siri, this new boot up Siri, will be good for some situations and not for others. So I think it will depend.
All right. Now, Meta is investing $115 million in a new training program, America's Workforce Academy, designed to create job opportunities for skilled data center technicians to support its ambitious AI infrastructure build-out. Could they just hire back all those people they fired?
Maybe they have. I know they fired 8,000, and then they've moved over 7,000 into sort of AI related roles in the company. So yeah, I think maybe this is an opportunity for those 8,000 to be redeployed. So yeah, interesting that they're doing that. But they've made a pledge to the US government that they were going to do this sort of thing over the next 3 years. So I think it's a $600 billion promise to invest in US infrastructure and employment. And so this is the first stage of that.
And who dominates the data center market here? Because it feels like everybody is trying to build one at the moment.
I honestly couldn't tell you who is dominating, but I know the major platforms, they're all building them because they need them to actually run their technology. So I think, yeah, I guess it will depend on who's got the most money to build the data centers in the country and respective countries of where they're going to be set up.
It's interesting because when we talk about AI, we talk about job losses. We don't really think about it creating jobs, even though I would argue it probably does, just in a different way. How do you see what Meta is doing here as a way to transform the job market when it comes to the tech landscape?
Yeah, I think it's very heartening to see that they are investing in people, which is really good, and providing training and it's not only the training, that there will be actual jobs at the end of the training. The training is for free, and then participants will be able to get a job out of it at the end. But just in context, they're saying that there's a data center in Texas, and they're saying that while it's being built at the height of the construction, there'll be about 1,800 workers on that. But then actually ongoing, there'll only be 100 out of those. So it'll be interesting to see that how many people are going to be trained, and then if all of them are going to be given employment at the end, ongoing employment, or is it just a window of time that they'll be employed?
Yeah, all right, we'll leave it there for now. Always appreciate your insights on Ticker. Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of the Sunshine Coast. We'll talk soon.